Hey, do you love using Notion and you are looking for a way to start monetizing your creativity? So if this is you, grab a drink because this is gonna be story time type of video. I will share with you my Notion business story, how I got started selling Notion templates, what made me start this business, and all the challenges I've been through, because that was definitely not a straight line. And if you are in business, you know what I'm talking about. So I want to share with you everything, and let's go. Alright, so let's start from the beginning. So if you don't know me, I'm Leticia. I am from Brazil. And 4 years ago, I decided to move to the UK with my husband. We got married in Brazil and we decided to move to the UK to try our life here. And I was like, my first job was working in a nursery. After 1 year, I started working for the NHS and I started working in the emergency surgical ward. And then after 1 year, I started to get bored again, because I think that's my pattern now. Like, I start doing one thing for 1 year and then I start getting like bored with it, so I need to do and try to find something else. So I've never been more than 1 year in a job because I get bored of it. So yeah, 1 year working in a nursery, 1 year working in emergency surgical ward. Then I moved to the acute assessment unit for more than 1 year as well. And that was when I worked in the entire hospital. I worked doing many things. And at this point, I knew that I didn't want to be a nurse and I didn't want to work in healthcare anymore because it didn't fit the lifestyle that I wanted to live. And I started trying different things. So I started offering like some freelance jobs, like doing social media, doing design jobs, and trying different things to see what I wanted to do, because I already knew what I didn't want to do, which was like working in a hospital and working like hospital shifts and all that. I knew I didn't want that. And my ultimate goal was to create freedom for myself. It was to be able to work from anywhere, to make money when I was not actively working. And I knew this was possible because, you know, if you are in the internet, you know this is possible by now. And I knew it was possible, but I didn't know how I would get there. But I always had these like ideas in the back of my mind, and I was always like, I'm a creative person, so I was always with ideas and things that I could do, but I wasn't actually doing anything with those ideas. They were just like in the back of my mind. And that was when I thought I wanted to be a designer. So I started, actually I asked for a friend that she works in Canada and she was going to help me to get a UX job. So she was like giving me homework and passing me like courses for me to do and all those things. So I thought I wanted that, but after a while I was like, do I really want to get a job to work 9 to 5? And you know, I'm just gonna put myself in another kind of prison. It's not the lifestyle I want to live. I want freedom. It's not even the money, it's like the freedom that I wanted. So one day I found an article on Medium about Islo. So if you use Notion, you probably know Islo. He is like the Notion king, and he was one of the first Notion creators to actually make a lot of money selling Notion templates. And I read an article about him, how he got started, how he made over $100,000 in sales selling Notion templates. So after I saw that, it actually like blew my mind that we could actually sell Notion templates. I wasn't aware of it because at this point I was already using Notion for myself for a while and I really enjoyed it. So I am obsessed with Notion. I was creating templates for myself and I was also playing around with Notion all the time. So I used to love going to YouTube and just follow a tutorial and create a template just for fun. I wouldn't even use it. I was just like creating for fun and optimizing my own templates. So when I saw that as a possibility to make money, it just got me really excited. So I was studying to become a UX designer. I really love doing design as well. So I was studying to do that, but I was having like all these ideas of these Notion templates that I could sell. This would be amazing if I could make money from that, because I love Notion. It's something that you can create once and it keeps selling for you. It's something that I've used it myself. It's something that changed my life. And it's something that I feel really excited to talk about. I can talk about Notion all day long, and I can teach about Notion. It's just like really exciting for me. So when I saw that as a possibility, I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was studying UX, and in my mind I was like, I can do a Notion template. I was like learning UX design, and I was thinking about how I could implement those things on my Notion templates. So I couldn't stop thinking about it. And this is a big sign that you have to follow your intuition, because sometimes your intuition is sending you signs and trying to tell you to follow your direction, follow that direction, but you are so scared to take action that you pretend that, you just shove it to the side and forget about it. But that keeps coming back to your mind, and this is a sign that maybe it's a dream that you have, maybe it's some project that you can't stop thinking about it. So I decided to learn how to do that. So how can I sell my Notion templates? What can I do? I didn't know how to get started because I didn't have social media. I had an Instagram, but was all in Portuguese. It was only friends and family. So I didn't want to start a new Instagram account or social media account. I just wanted to get started. So as everyone does, we go to YouTube and we find solutions. So I found like a digital planner community, people that were recording videos, like they were selling digital planners on Etsy, and they were making a lot of money because a lot of people were transitioning from paper planners to digital planners. So it was really big, like the GoodNote planners were really big, but Notion not as much. And even though I couldn't find a course teaching how to sell Notion templates, but I found this course from Michelle Raw called Passive Income Planner Girl, which was all about how to sell digital planners. So she was teaching how to sell these GoodNote planners, and it was like, I thought about it like it can be the same thing as Notion, because Notion is also a digital planner, but she wasn't teaching that. I bought the course, which was really scary. It took me months to make the decision to buy the course because it was $300, and I never bought a course on this price before, so it was really scary for me, but I've done it. So I bought the course, I've done the course, was really fun. I really enjoy and recommend this course. I also have an affiliate link if you want to do this course. It teaches you all about mindset. I think the mindset was the most important thing that I've learned on this course, but it also gives you like strategies on how to sell on Etsy and how to use your zone of genius, your creativity, your ideas, all your experiences, and turn that into a planner that you can sell and make passive income from it. So I've done this course and I applied everything, but for Notion templates. So I also listed a GoodNotes template as well, was like a gratitude journal, and that template only sold once. So digital planners like GoodNote planners were very, very competitive. They are still very competitive. So I decided to actually get a template that I already had it for myself. I had like a goal planner that I used to do in Notion, and I just duplicated that page and I turned that into a template. So I worked on it a little bit, and then on my weekend that I was off, so at this time I was working in the hospital, and when I was on my days off, I managed to get my Etsy shop up and running in a weekend. So I watched the videos, I created, like, I had 3 templates to start with, and I launched my Etsy shop, and I didn't even tell anyone about it. I didn't like promote anywhere. I only told my husband, of course, and I was just excited about this project because it was something new, and I love learning things. I love like expressing myself through my products, and it was super fun for me. So I was really excited, and I wasn't expecting to make sales because I was enjoying the process so much that I wasn't like, oh my God, I hope this makes me rich or something like that. I was just focused on doing something, creating something, putting out there and see what happens, and just focus on actually enjoying the process. And I knew there was a possibility of that happening and making me extra money or something like that, but it wasn't my ultimate goal. Let's have a little drink. My water bottle is massive. So this water bottle is nearly 4 liters. I don't know if you can see. It's literally nearly 4 liters, and my goal is to drink this water bottle by the end of the day. So it does have like the time here, which I'm a bit late because it's already 10 o'clock and I didn't drink, but here we go. So after around 2 months, I had these 3 products on my Etsy shop. I made a sale, I made my first sale, and I got a 5-star review, and that made me really excited. So I kept working on my shop, I kept adding products, and I kept working on it. But now I want to share with you my biggest challenge was, as a creative, my biggest challenge was to stay focused on one thing, because at this point I had so many things going on. I was studying to be a UX designer. I had a social media management like client. I was doing like some websites as well. So I would do like everything. Like if you asked me to do anything, I would do it just to make extra money. And yes, it's good to just get some jobs and, you know, make some cash. But if you just say yes to everything, you are saying no to the things that you really want to do. So I made a very hard decision to give up on UX design. I already bought courses. I was having this friend helping me, so I had to tell her that I wouldn't do it anymore, and that was really hard for me. So I just made a decision. I said, if I keep doing all these things at the same time, I'm gonna end up having a burnout, and this is not gonna work. So I decided to let go of UX design, let go of my social media clients, and just like say I'm not doing that anymore. And I decided to focus on my Etsy shop. So I started following the 12-week EM method. I even have a Notion template that I created because it's the system that I use to achieve my goals. And it has been amazing for me because I can focus on one thing or just a few things for 90 days, and this is a good time frame to actually get results. So I had this 12-week year plan to follow, and my goal wasn't to make sales, it was just like to improve my shop and get like some inventory and keep creating, because I was like working on my muscle, like my Notion template creator muscle. So the more you create, the more you learn, the better you get. And I was challenging myself to keep doing that for 90 days. And that journey was not easy. The beginning is really hard because you feel like you are putting so much energy on something that you don't even know if it's going to work. So it is scary because you don't know if it's gonna work. You don't want to waste your time, and yeah, it can be really scary. I had some periods that I was really demotivated, and I had like a very hard week as well when I got my first 1-star review. And it wasn't even because of my product, it was because someone bought the template and they thought it was a good sheet template, and they left a 1-star review, and that made me really upset, and I wanted to give up on my shop after that. And you know, it's really hard, those things, but I kept going, and that's why I managed to get the results that I've got today. Like, my life is completely different. I feel completely different. I feel so excited to work on my business, on my ideas, and create things and actually help others to do the same. But after a while, I would say after 6 months, I started to get like more consistent sales, and that was when I decided to open my website, because I already tested that products. My products that I had on Etsy, they were validated. So I got a lot of testimonials, a lot of reviews that people were happy with the template, that really make them save time, and that was worth the money. I even got reviews saying that my template was too cheap for the value that I was providing. So I decided to go to my website, create a website, and that was a journey as well. It took me such a long time to get my website up and running, and that was when everything else started to grow, because if you have a website, you need to drive your own traffic. It's not like Etsy, because on Etsy, even though I didn't have social media, I didn't have an email list, I didn't share with any friends, I was still able to make sales, because Etsy has their own traffic. There's people on Etsy looking for products there to buy, but that doesn't happen on your website. So if you don't share your website, if you don't promote it, no one's gonna go on your website, and you're not gonna make any sales. And if you don't promote your website, and if you don't have your own audience, it's really hard that your website is gonna be found and you're gonna make sales. So I had to completely change my strategy. So I started a TikTok account, and I also started an email list to grow an audience. So as I started making more sales on Etsy, I started getting like very frequent questions about how to use Notion, and that's what led me to my next product, which was Simplifying Notion. It's basically a mini Notion course teaching people how to use Notion, how to get started, how to understand like how Notion works, the blocks, how to add text, how to add videos, how to customize it. And at the end of the course, I also teach how to create their own Notion templates from scratch, because it's a really fun way to learn how to use Notion. So I created this course. So I got really good feedback about the course, and one day I sent an email to my mailing list after I made 1,500 sales. So I was so excited, and I gave a free Notion template to my mailing list, and I was celebrating because I was making these sales and all that. So I started to get questions about, how do I get started selling my Notion templates too? I want to get started. I'm a psychologist, I'm a teacher, I am a stay-at-home mom, I want to make some extra money. So I started getting these questions, and that led to my next product, which is my main course now, is my signature course, which is the Passive Income Academy. So I decided to launch the Passive Income Academy with Notion, which is for people who want to sell Notion templates. They have the templates, they know they want to sell Notion templates, and they just don't know how to get started. So in the Academy, I show exactly how you can start your Etsy shop, how you can market your products using Pinterest, using TikTok, using your email list, and all these things, and everything that I've learned that works for me. I actually show you my data, I show you how to do product research on Etsy and all those things. So I am really excited about the academy. It's what I absolutely love to do, and the academy is gonna open in January for enrollment. So if you are interested in selling Notion templates, make sure you join the wait list. I'll leave the link in the description as well, so you can join the academy. We also have like monthly co-working calls, so we are basically co-working together. I do like Q&As and all these things every month, and that's it. So that was the academy. So that's how a $5 Notion template evolved to a $197 Notion course that I sell now. So it's like a customer journey that I've created very naturally. When I started selling my Notion templates, I didn't have a big business plan or anything fancy. This is how things evolved for me, and I really loved how it turned out because I love teaching, I love sharing what I learn, and I love studying as well. So I love sharing like what I'm learning, what is working for me. And for anyone that is like just starting out that I am able to help, it just makes me so fulfilled. Like, it's so fulfilling to be able to help. And I started a small container of creators as well that are my students in the academy, and it's a one-to-one program. It's the Momentum program. This is like one-to-one coaching every week. So some of my students that are in the one-to-one Momentum program, they already started making sales, which is so exciting. And yeah, I love doing this. I am so excited about. I don't know what's coming next, and you are gonna find out. So I'm gonna share my journey with you, and if you like things like that, to see what's going on and how is it going, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you see my next steps. So if you want to get started selling your own Notion templates too, make sure you join the academy so I can help you, and you can join our amazing community of Notion creators just like you, and we can help each other. And for sure, it is hard, it's not easy, it's something that takes time, it's not completely passive. But once you've done it, once you have your Notion shop set up and you start actually making sales and getting testimonials and getting like collaboration opportunities and so many opportunities that are gonna come to you, you are gonna feel so proud of yourself, and you're gonna, everything, all the hard work that you put in is gonna be worthwhile. And that's how I feel now, because even though it's so uncertain, like we don't know how this is gonna go, like 1 year from now, 2 years from now, but I'm just following my curiosity. I am just following what feels good to me, what's exciting, and what my small community need. So I'm always focused on serving them and serving myself as well, because I need to be happy in order to make these things work. But let's see what's coming next. So I hope you enjoyed this video. The academy is opening on January 2024. So if you want to join, make sure you are on the wait list. So if you want to join the Passive Income Academy, I will leave the link below. So the Passive Income Academy is where you're going to learn how to get started, how to start your Etsy shop. You get like Canva templates to kickstart your Etsy shop. You get access to a PLR template gallery where you get access to PLR Notion templates, which means that you can resell these templates as your own. So there's like a journal template, all-in-one Notion template, weekly planner, there is a social media planner, there's a finance tracker, and I keep adding templates there as well. So these templates, you can customize them and get them ready to sell. They are 90% done for you, so you just have to customize it and add your own tweaks to it. So I hope this video was helpful. Make sure you join the waitlist, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!